Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly episode of Hemp Nation. My name's Amy Hicks, and tonight I have with me my dear friend Emily Blessing, who is also so knowledgeable when it comes to this plant. Tonight we have a special episode all about discomfort. How many times have you had to cancel your last minute plans due to things like, I don't know, flare ups, different side effects, or what you take causes a side effect to cause you to have to not be able to go, any sort of aches? We're going to talk about that tonight. Let us know in the comments where you're coming from. I'm here in Colorado at our beautiful RV campsite. Emily, tell them where you are.
I'm back in St. Louis, Missouri. I wish I was still in Colorado with you like last week. I was sitting in a very similar spot.
Oh, I love it. Emily and I are such dear friends, as are so many other business partners, and our mission is to spread awareness, you guys. We are back with a big movement, and you can be a part of that too by just sharing this out tonight, or maybe tagging a loved one if you think that what we're talking about could resonate. We want to give you alternative solutions, let you know you have options. Our goal is to get this into more people's hands so that you can experience it for yourself, feel your best. And so let's kick this off tonight. Emily, can you kind of just hop in right away and share with everybody what you've discovered over your journey? And we were just talking before we got on, like when you look back, you kind of forget all of these, feelings of discomfort that you felt. So share with everyone tonight.
Yeah. So years ago, most people as they're going through life, I sustained a few injuries, and the majority of them from my shoulders and upper body. And you go to the chiropractor. I went a couple times, doctors, urgent care, and they were always like, they're muscle related injuries. You're going to have to ice it, rest, and use ibuprofen, and gave me prescriptions to muscle relaxers periodically. So that was just like the protocol. That's what I learned. That's how I treated, discomfort in my back, my shoulders, lower back from car accidents, work injuries, you name it, And so it was, sometime in like early 2018, Amy actually introduced me to the oil because she started using it and it was working for her. And I didn't even start it for achiness and issues like that. I started it because I was secretly like having panic attacks in the bathroom at work because of just so much like uneasy feelings and when stressful situations would happen. So I started using it for that. And then all of a sudden, a couple days go by, a couple weeks go by, and I'm not reaching for ibuprofen anymore. And something that I was taking 600 to 1200 milligrams of a day, and then sometimes popping a muscle relaxer in the evening because I was just, sore and stiff and achy and so much inflammation running through, that area. And it was just like, holy cow, I don't need ibuprofen anymore. And after probably 2 or 3 months of not reaching for ibuprofen on a daily basis, because I was using literally just CBD oil, I noticed that all the gut issues that I was having, and I was diagnosed at some point with IBS, all of those were getting better. And it was like, it took a while to make the connection that all of that ibuprofen, all of that muscle relaxers, and occasionally I did have a prescription to hydrocodone because my pain did get so bad. But after some time of not using any of that stuff anymore, I noticed everything in my stomach just kind of getting better all the time. And I wasn't having flare-ups, and I wasn't reaching for things I was taking for that, like 𝙤𝙤 and Alka-Seltzer and Tums and Rolaids. I just didn't need those things anymore. So it was pretty incredible to me that something that I just started using because a good friend had some great results with it, I started having so many issues in my life just go away. Like I wasn't hiding in the bathroom anymore, wasn't reaching for the ibuprofen anymore. I was just moving better. I was feeling better. I was able to walk and exercise and stretch, and everything just worked so much better. I don't know how else to explain it than that, is that I just noticed feeling good more often than not. And that was just huge to me. And it just really sold me on the idea that we were kind of misguided all those years, taking all those over the counter things and things that do come from big pharma, like they provide symptoms and more harmful effects over time, guys. And we know that it's on the little leaflets if you read it. And if you do make a swap with something like this and reach for something like this more than you are reaching for that, like you're going to notice it in so many ways. And I can't stress enough that you just got to give it time, and you got to use a good brand, and you really got to have someone like us that you can talk to about it, because doctors just don't know enough yet. They're just not educated enough yet. And hopefully they'll get there. But as of right now, it's people like us that have really dove into the plant and really chose to learn about it and educate ourselves about it that can really help you right now with this. So think about that. And yeah.
So good. You guys, the comments are coming in. I see them. Kelly Jo saying, break the stigma, spread the word. Rochelle's saying, inflammation is so hard. Alicia's saying, game changer. She's been having back issues this last week, and she's taking more oil instead of ibuprofen. And we've talked about this before, because you do become more intuitive once you start using this. And, you know, like, we all have things every single day. Like just yesterday, I had the most excruciating cramps. And I tell you what, I came home and I had gummies and I had extra CBD oil. And I just, you know, it helped me get through it a lot faster. And then my son, listen, if you have little boys, you got to have relief cream on hand, because they get scrapes and they look, we've cheers, chink. So you run in, the kids reach for this. They literally know what to reach for. And so it's better choices. We do this with foods and other things that we, you know, use on a daily basis. So think about that. Like, for instance, I had, to go to the dentist today and get a filling, and he said if there's any pain you can use ibuprofen or Motrin, and I said thank you, but I use the alternative, I use CBD. And he's like, awesome. So that's just it, you guys. If you are on a path to cleaner choices, if you're a purist, you're going to love HempWorks. And that's why Emily says, if it hasn't worked for you in the past, maybe it's because you haven't had a pure source. It is so clean. Ask us if you have any questions. That's what we're here to help you get it dialed in. And we have something really special, right, Em? We got a sale going on for a few more hours.
Yeah, I was telling Amy that, you know, we have to be careful with what we say, but the trifecta of, you know, dealing with achiness and dealing with injury and that P word is literally these three, you guys. Like, we strongly encourage everybody to take the oil daily, because that can just help control inflammation and things like that. But like Amy said, when you have, you know, women issues, your cycle, you get one of those terrible things up here. These are stronger than most of the gummies that are out there. And I sometimes take a half, like I don't always even need a whole one, but they are localized. And since I'm sorry, they're not localized. Since you're going to eat it, you're going to ingest it, it's going to get a little stronger and kick in a little stronger than if you take the oil, which is kind of designed to slowly absorb into your bloodstream. And then this is just amazing for localized topical issues. Like, you can rub it literally on any part of your skin. I've even used it actually on my actual face, because it is combined two cannabinoids in here, CBG and CBD. That's what makes it so much more effective and stronger than just a CBD solve. That CBG is going to help get into your skin a little bit deeper. That's why it became such an amazing thing for joints. And this is something that people that have, you know, mobility issues in their hands and their feet and their ankles and their knees, this is something that they want to keep with them, because you can just reach for it when it really flares up, and you're going to get instant, what the bottle says, really.
Yeah. I have clients raving about that, and we just got the larger bottle back in stock. So go put the gummies, and it's actually all the varieties of the CBD gummies, and then the orange CBD oil. There's a broad spectrum or a full spectrum. You guys, take advantage of that. It's like $15-20 off. Add the relief cream in there. Your whole family can enjoy, and your pets. Okay, we need to talk about that for a quick minute, because there is a product called Pet and Joint Relief. Okay, so if your pets, you want to take them to the park too, right? You want to be having summer memories with your pets as well. So we've got a pet health and pet joint also on sale for a few more hours. Get the link from whoever invited you.
And the treats too.
And the pet treats. Emily's right.
the pet treats, those are also 25% off. So you can literally set your whole family up, including your furry friends, and get started on a great discount. So this is a great time. I think today's the last day, right?
So last day. So take advantage, share this out. Call your mom, call your grandma, call your friends, let them know that they've got to get on some better solutions because we are here to help. And we thank you for being part of this mission. Every week we come live on Hemp Nation. Stay in plugged into the group so that you can catch the replays and any other little videos that we share in there. But we'll be back Wednesday next week to talk about sleep. Sleep affects everything. Falling asleep, staying asleep, waking up rested. The plant has been in the ground. The solution has been in the ground for before we were born, right, Em? So we love talking about it. Thanks for being on. Thanks for sharing. Is there any last things you want to say before we go?
Just know your source, guys. Like I can't stress enough. This is a plant that sucks in everything from its environment, and you really got to make sure you're picking something that's, for one, grown in America, and two, grown in organic, living, pristine conditions. And you really got to know where you're getting your things from and how they're extracting it. And that's why we take such pride in a company that has helped us for 6 years, going on 6 years, a lot of us. So we feel more revived over the years from using these products. And I think some products, if they have nasty ingredients after so many years, you would feel kind of like more run down. And if anything, that's the opposite of
right. It's
the testament of those of us. Yeah, the opposite of those of us that have been, using this for 5 years. Like it's really reversed so many things.
So true. It literally is the best preventative. The one thing our bodies have been missing. Before we go, Google the endocannabinoid system. Your mind will be blown. Google whatever issues and CBD, and then get back to us so we can help you choose and use. Thank you for everyone who's watching. I love the comments. Go back, read all of these comments. Everyone's sharing how this is helping them. Please spread the word, and we hope to be talking to you soon. We'll see you next week. Wishing you health, hope, and happiness. Peace.